So the big question today is, are you ready to date again? Today, I'm sharing 5 signs that you're ready to date again. My name is Joan Nwosu, and welcome to the Second Chances Podcast, a love journey in black and white. Ooh, I remember those days in between relationships. I think of it as both good and bad, but most importantly, it was time well spent to really hone into myself, learn from my past relationships, and then come up with a plan on how to move forward. So let's dive into today's topic. You see, especially after a breakup or maybe a divorce, which is a significant life change, this is a question that really requires introspection. For some, you might think, I'm ready right away. What is done is done. And for some others, if you're like me, maybe it's a time to reflect. Today, I'm going to go over 5 signs that might indicate whether you're ready to dip your toes back into the dating pool, or maybe there's still some work that needs to be done. The journey to rediscovering love can be challenging, especially when you're picking up the pieces of a broken heart, or you're having to deal with major life changes. If you had to move out, or now there's a divorce and there's a proceeding looming, there's a lot of things to consider in this period of your life. So let's start with the first sign. The number 1 sign that you're ready is you've healed from your past hurts. This is so key. When we talk about healing, it's not just about time passing. No, it's about all the work that you've done internally. I know we always say this saying, time heals everything. But time without action is just time. So what I'm talking about today is when you no longer feel the weight of that past relationship weighing you down. When you can actually think of the past memories and think of all the good times without any bitterness or resentment. I'm sure you know what I mean about resentment. But this is the point when you've reached a new height in your healing process where now you're free from the shackles of the previous relationship and whatever it came with. And now you're open to allow new love come into your life. The second sign is that now you're open to new experiences. I always imagined when I was still single and I was ready to start dating, I would picture and imagine my future dates and I would get all excited. You know, the butterflies in your tummy? Yeah, those exciting feelings. When you start getting excited about meeting new people and new experiences, as opposed to thinking, okay, here we go again, this is scary, then maybe you're not ready, right? You need to be at the point where when you think about dating again, you're actually excited. You're actually looking forward to it. You're thinking about all the good new memories that you're going to create, how you're going to pour love into someone, how you're going to go all in, and how beautiful that love might be. So that's the second indication on whether you're ready or not. Does it excite you or does it scare you? The third one is you know what you want. I know we all think that we know what we want, but most times when people ask you what you want, do you start reading out a list of things that you don't want? Right? I'm not talking about just having some checklist or attributes. No, it's more about understanding what your core values are and what the qualities that you desire in a partner. What are those qualities that resonate with you? This is a process for you, not a checklist about somebody else. Do they need to be tall? Do they need to be a 6-figure income earner? Do they have to be yada, yada, yada? It's not about that. It's about really now going deep within you to recognize what truly matters to you in a relationship. How should that relationship make you feel? What kind of person do you want to be when you're in that relationship? Sometimes it helps to maybe think about your past relationships, the things that you liked and the things that you didn't like. And now, again, focus on the things that you truly want, the things that you truly desire based on your core values and your authentic self. And then being able to come up with a list of sorts to at least guide you moving forward. Stop focusing on what you don't want. It doesn't work because you just get more of that. This time, focus on what you truly, truly want deep down inside of you that will make your relationship a beautiful one. The fourth one is, Davide loves this one. is that you're comfortable being alone. I struggled with this one for a long time. You see, I've been dating since I was 12. The longest I've been single at a stretch is probably 6 months. And I know that between relationships in the past, I was never comfortable being alone. So I would just jump out of one relationship, and within a week I'm in the next relationship, because I wasn't comfortable being alone, until I had to stop myself and say, why are you uncomfortable being alone? I had to do some deep, and this led all the way back to my abandonment issues as a child. But I had to get to the point where I was now comfortable being alone. You have to come from this position of being okay with solitude. It's very empowering. If you're able to find joy in your own company and you don't feel that pressure, self-inflicted pressure, to fill this void or this emptiness that you think you have, then maybe you're approaching dating from a good place. Maybe now it's more from a place of choice rather than a place of desperation. I tell a lot of people this, especially women. I tell them, men can sense desperation a mile away. They might not be able to say to you, I think you're desperate, but there's just an energy, just an off-putting energy when someone is desperate, and it shows up on your dates. So don't be surprised if you start getting ghosted, because it pushes people away. There's just an energy about it that's just not good. So when you feel comfortable being alone, where you enjoy your own company and you're not constantly thinking, oh, I'm single, I need to feel about, oh, nobody's called me, oh, then maybe you are ready to start dating again. The last one is you have a positive outlook on love. I know people who, after the breakup, they'll be like, never again, I'm done with this. You're not ready. If you jump into another relationship with that mindset, it's not going to work, right? So despite having your heart broken or being in toxic relationships or going through a divorce, when you get to the point where you still have faith in love and you still believe that, yeah, this may not have worked out, but there's someone else out there for me that I'm excited about, then now you're aligning yourself with the possibility of finding love again. You have to become love for you to be able to attract love into your life. So if you're still feeling sorry for yourself, or you're still angry about your ex, what your ex did or didn't do, or you think love is a scam, then maybe more work needs to be done. But if you're at the point where love excites you, where you know without a shadow of doubt that you have love to give and there's somebody out there, trust me, you're ready, and you will attract that love speedily into your life. At the end of the day, I want you to remember that every journey is unique. Just because your friend or your sister, your neighbor, your cousin, your pastor, whatever, was able to jump into dating immediately after a breakup, doesn't mean that you need to. You need to give yourself the space. You need to give yourself the time. Listen to your heart. Trust your gut, your intuition. It never lets you down. And when you're ready, regardless of how long it takes, then you can embrace the new journey ahead, because that journey will always be there. Love will always be available, but you need to be ready. Love always has its timing. So be patient with yourself. Allow yourself to heal. Do the work. And always cherish yourself, the love that you have for yourself. Self-love is so key. And if you forget anything I've said today, keep believing in second chances, because your love, your beautiful love story awaits you. Thanks for listening to today's episode on the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. Till next time, sending you love and light.